This is the GONZO Jr. version 2 pre-sale promo. Okay, so this is the GONZO Jr. version 1. We did a wider bolt hole circle on there. I can't remember what it was for. We never used it. So we're just going to change it to something that is more popular, which is 145 millimeter. So we're going to have the 127, 135, and then 145 is going to kind of be in between. The 145 is on several different platforms that I've seen. And it causes a little bit of problems. I think that's the one on the Power HX2 from Rockford Fosgate, which again, there's a lot of those old frames floating around. Also some from Soundstream, some of those Tarantula frames, but we're going to keep the same magnets array, quad stack. We're going to offer here for an example, this is the Scar ZVX. We're going to do a bolted. This is an option. This is an option. This is not standard equipment. And we don't quite know what the option will be. But of course, those that participate in the pre-sale will get the first dibs on that. We're also going to bring in some extra kits for later if you want to retrofit your original GONZO Jr. Motor version 1. But so we are going to offer supercharged availability. The other thing is I'll do some new cooling on the back side. I don't want to really reveal that right now. And then we're also going to do a 6-bolt side mount for some accessories in the future, and also for some other removable top assembly features options. So gap is going to stay the same. GONZO Jr. coils are still on sale. These are only $50 each shipped, and the spider packs are 2-layer with silicone as a laminate, and then we also include the clamp ring as well, all for only $30 shipped to any state in the lower 48. Pricing. Pricing for the new version 2 new and improved GONZO Jr. motor will be final retail will be $250 shipped. And these, whenever I say shipped, I'm always talking about the lower 48, not Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and military. Those are a little bit more. So $250 retail. The pre-sale will offer $200 up to 4. If you do 5 or more, the price drops to $175 per motor. And then the bulk buyers, the resellers, are going to get it at $150 if they order 10 or more at a time. We are going to be using the new pool feature, POOL, to pool our funds, basically like a Kickstarter, but it doesn't cost anybody any fees. And the funds will be held separately until we meet our goal. If we do not meet our goal, everybody gets a refund. Okay. What's really great too about using the Cash App pool feature is that you can, if you're not a member of Cash App, which I don't understand why you're not, use my link and you get $5 when you sign up, and send $15 or more within, I think, the first 30 days or something like that. I'll post a link to it in the description. But if you're not, you can still use all the options that you have available on Google Pay as well as Apple Pay if you're an Apple person. But other than that, it's just a really high quality motor. 20 millimeter top plate we're going to keep. Like I said, there's going to be some new venting options. One of the things that we saw on the new motor from, what was it? I haven't heard back from that guy. It was Sound Quality SQA, Sound Quality America, was larger holes here. So that's to avoid turbulence, noise. And it also just provides more surface area, so we can go a little larger. The butthole is staying the same. Again, I think I'm doing some other cooling that's going to help out. A very stout motor, on par as far as power and energy as like the JL Audio 13W7 motor, just with a smaller voice coil. Power handling is good. It depends on the size of the motor, size of the driver, I should say. 10s, I don't really recommend 10s, but I recommend a minimum of 12 inch. 15 inch is really good. 18 inch, those are better. Typically, power handling is good for about 2,500 watts, conservative. You can go up to 3,000 or even 3,500, depending on your application and program and stuff like that. I'll add a link to the Adair Audio co-founder or founder's white paper that he wrote on and posted on his Adair website, adairaudio.com. But it's in the archives now, so I'll post a link to that, which you can explore around in the archives. I will also post some links from TC Sound's website, as well as the Chinese manufacturer for a lot of the TC Sound's products that we will be working with. That company doesn't exist anymore, but the tooling does. And so we're going to be importing some of that stuff. And when you support us with the purchase, even the pre-sale purchase, I should say contribution to our little outreach program, you're helping us. You're helping us get to those goals and offer you guys, again, high quality, state-of-the-art sound reproduction for less. No gatekeeping. We want to give you all the secrets and all the technology that helps you make better decisions to get strong, reliable subwoofer frequency reproduction for 25 to 30 years per driver at a reasonable price. And then, of course, we will have the removable top assembly. And we actually, by adding the side posts, we will be able to offer a third version that enables you guys to do some cool stuff. So again, I don't want to drop too much information just because I want to be first to market with a lot of this new stuff that we're bringing to market. So I love you guys. Thank you very much for your support. Right now, China is getting ready to go into CNY, the Chinese New Year celebration. And that takes about a month for most people to go visit their families, which they don't see all year, and then come back at the end of February and beginning of March. So right around the end of February is we're going to finally open up Cash App, the pool, and you guys can put in for yours, whatever level of, whatever you want to call it, investment contribution, or even just getting a piece of history. So there's been a lot of really good feedback that we've gotten for the initial 100 motors. And if you have those, please let me know what I can do to, enshrine the value of them. We're not going to be doing laser serial numbers or anything like that yet. We're going to save that for the Replicant Audio project, which is about making the missing support for some of your favorite brands, including Rockford Fosgate, JL Audio, Serwin Vega. A lot of those products that you still have and love, but the new owners of the brand don't really want to support it. And so that's where we would come in. Basically like what we did for the Orion and PPI plugs, where Orion sort of shifted gears and changed hands a couple times, and they got away from those plugs. And for a very, very long time, and thank you for your support, for a very long time, we were the support provider for those plugs, as well as a lot of the information on a lot of the old school amps. And we're proud to be able to pass that torch on to the rebooted Orion brand from Mark and Bernie, some of the original engineers that were on the Orion Audio project at ADST even, and to bring some of that old school stuff back. So again, we are supporting their project. I don't know if they're supporting my project, but it's fine. We're all friends. But thank you very much. You can learn more about us. Just look at some of the links in the description. And I value your feedback. And even if it's haterade, it's full of haterade. I drink it up and it makes me strong. So just like a, $1,200 hooker's pee, I don't know about the nutrition content, but I'm game. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you very much for your feedback and your support.